Hi guys, my name's Emily and I will be your Saturday spot on FTM Sweethearts. Guess I'll give a little bit of an introduction. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I am a teacher with 2-year-olds. Been in a relationship with my boyfriend for a little bit over 6 years. Jake and I have 3 dogs together, one of which is my corgi. Her name's Tegan. Okay, so memory lane. Oh, memory lane. So Jacob came out as being trans in like May of 2012. After like really thinking about it for a good year. In May he was like, I think I'm trans. I'm going to start going to a gender therapist. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I have a lot of trans friends. There is I wouldn't say a large community, but most of them are friends of mine. So actually my best friend is trans, and I know a lot of trans women and a lot of trans men. So my girlfriend at the time coming out as trans was really no big deal to me. I knew nothing would change, really. So we started going to a gender therapist in like late May last year, and he went twice, and then he started T. So he started T on June 13th, 2012, and now he is a year on T. Many girls talk about a grieving process. I never went through one. I pretty much knew what to expect. I knew his voice was going to change. I knew his body was going to change. But I knew the important stuff to me wouldn't. I wouldn't ever say that I miss his higher voice or higher laugh or anything like that. Because to me, his face still looks the same. He acts the same way. He thinks the same. He does everything the same. So I never really had a grieving process, and like a lot of women and men do have, and which I think is really interesting because Jacob and I have been together for so long, and he's seen me through my young years going into an adult, and I met him when he was 18, so I've seen the same. So I don't really think that I really have a lot to put in for the grieving process because I never felt that way. Ever. I never felt like I had to hold anything back. I feel like if there were ever any problems I had, I could talk to him about it, but there weren't. It's just because I had a lot of education on transgender things. I guess I was pretty lucky in that sense because I never felt like I was losing somebody, like a lot of people do, and I think that's because of the lack of knowledge before. They just didn't know what happens. But because I had several friends begin their transition, and I just saw all the changes that happened, so I was never really that worried. I would say the most surprising thing that did change was our intimate life. Really surprised that that changed. I knew that the down there area did change, but I never knew that our sex would. But it did. So now it's very interesting. In terms of memory lane, everything went really smoothly for both of us. My family was very accepting. His family was very accepting. Our friends were very accepting. His job was accepting. It's been very easy. I do identify as a lesbian, and I would say that's probably the only problem for him. But I have no problem saying I'm a lesbian and I have a boyfriend and I love a man. And I guess that's everything that I have to say. I just wanted to say thank you for the warm welcome to all of my channel members. I am excited to be a part of this. See you next week. Now, diamonds